right, so Braden Sloan, 13 strikeouts tonight, 19 total for your pitching staff. What was the most complete pitching performance you guys have put together so far this year? Just give us your thoughts on it.
Well, I thought Braden, like I talked to him, said, you probably threw 90 miles an hour the whole night. You weren't trying to run it up there, and I thought he pitched extremely well in terms of the fastball moving in and out, and then both breaking balls, and then the changeup to offset the righties and some of the left-handers in terms of having that pitch to go to against the lefties. So I thought he was awesome, and the guys coming in after him did a really good job too. And then we had, I think, all 9 guys that started tonight had a hit, and nobody had 2, but we had 9 guys, and that's what happened. You have 9 guys in your lineup get a hit, and you put up, 3 ones in the first 3 innings, and 2 in the 6th, and 1 in the 8th, and I thought that was, in terms of a complete game. When you wake up in the morning and it's a north wind, and you think it's going to play a little bit more offensive, it just tells you how good that Braden Sloan was. And so happy for Coach Lon, in terms of just having the guys ready and putting up a performance with what they did tonight against a good Arizona team.
You guys worked with Braden not only on the changeup this offseason, but on his arm slot a little bit too. How did that maybe help him?
Well, I think the good thing about Braden is he's always evolving. He's not a guy that's kind of just going to go with status quo, and he's always looking to improve. And I think what you're seeing, like we talked, I think the last time he threw, was what you're seeing is someone who, the stuff is a little bit better in terms of, I think, the secondary stuff, the fastball as well in terms of location, but the secondary stuff is crisper, sharper, and the thing that has never wavered is his confidence level. And I think when you start putting, the ability to pitch sandwiched with a competitive nature of the way he pitches, you're gonna. I feel good. We feel good. His teammates feel good every time he's on the mound, because he's not going to be scared of any situation, and he's going to give you his best effort, and that's what happened again today.
Obviously important for the pitching staff to kind of limit those pitches, but how huge was it for some of the same guys that pitched yesterday to come out today?
Sure.
Kind of knock around.
Well, and you kind of want to see a little bit too. You don't do that a whole lot leading up to the season, of guys going back-to-back days, and so, you had Hodges and Abelt and Hoover throwing back-to-back games, and for me, it's now you play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But what's the difference between Friday, Saturday, Sunday when you're playing Pac-12 teams this weekend and you played them yesterday and now today? So every single game matters. And so for me, it was, with Coach Lon figuring out, okay, what's the game plan? I think the big thing was, Braden giving us, I think he's our first starting pitcher to go 6 complete. So, I think that in and of itself allows you to then kind of script what you want to do later.
Third straight start for Sam Myers. He delivers again with a big hit with 2 outs and the bases loaded. How impressive has he been to you, and how hard is he making it to keep him out of the lineup?
Well, he's steady Eddie. He might not get hit every time, but he's going to give you a good quality at bat. And he did it again. I think it was a 2-strike pitch, and tall first baseman, just not tall enough, which is good for us. And it was really good. I think. With him, it's just a matter of like everybody else. There's a lot of competition, which is great. Iron sharpens iron.
Yesterday, Boyer said that Globe Life kind of feels like a second home to y'all. Kind of bring that into this weekend. Do y'all feel the same?
Yeah, I mean, it's 25 minutes up the road. A lot of our guys, go to a lot of Ranger games, and we've practiced and played in there a ton. So, it's a place that we're comfortable with and familiar with. So, I expect. It's kind of business as usual, to be honest with you. Our first quote-unquote road game, but a place that we're comfortable with, for sure.
With a bunch of other top 10 teams dropping games so far this year, you guys stand at 9-0. It's the best start since 1994. Talk me through how nice it is to be undefeated and still, like you mentioned the other day, have teachable, coachable moments that you can build on.
Yeah, well, I think the main thing with that is it's, we're. To be honest with you, we always, the cliche coach speak of being 0-0 every day, but that's really what this team has done in terms of, they show up ready to play every day. And when you do that, you give yourself a chance. And I think that's what you're seeing is hopefully you can rattle off consistency in terms of the way you play. You're not always going to, win every single game, but you're going to give yourself a chance to because of the way that they show up offensively, defensively, and on the mound, and that's what you want. And then it comes down to who makes the play or the big hit or the big pitch, and that's kind of the name of the game of baseball is you want an opportunity to win a ball game late in the game, and we've given ourselves opportunities the whole year.